Thanks a lot for staying with us here on both sides of the story, Power 106 FM, taking your calls on 876-922-4112 to 5. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure what's happening on your side, but the two callers that I heard, you said that you're not hearing them. I'm listening on the app and they're loud and clear on this side. So I don't know if you can boost it on your side. Are you hearing me clearly though?
As clear as day.
Good. Very good. So my last conversation with you, sir, I was expressing my disgust at Mickel Jackson from the JFJ. And I don't know if you're following the latest on it now, but like I said, I couldn't recall hearing a condolence from her to the families who were murdered in Clarendon. And to my surprise, in the
You
newscasts that is
usually,
very
usually, you would use the term in relation to someone being killed, alleged,
so it's
alleged.
alleged that murder took place in Maple.
No, that's the general term that is used.
Okay.
'Cause you don't want a situation where, for whatever reason, you're being cited in.
Noted.
Mm,
So, like I was saying, I didn't hear any form of, condolences towards the family of the eight that have
mm,
been deceased.
yes.
So I guess by saying that I don't have to have this alleged murder. So and lo and behold, that said evening, only to hear that the Prime Minister of Jamaica made a statement which I can't see how a well-thinking Jamaican would deduce mis I don't even know what to call it, saying that this is inciting violence and jungle justice by the Prime Minister stating that, listen, those who are carrying out these kind of acts, they have a choice to make because the police is going to find them and it's either they go in front of a judge, which I heard that one of the accusers, two of them, or one I heard first, he turned himself in, one of the accused, and then the next one, now he made his decision to meet his maker. I don't see how Miss Jackson took that to say the Prime Minister, by his statement, is telling people that it's okay to carry out jungle justice.
No, but who would do
I
that?
can't see
Tell
who would tell somebody to carry out jungle justice.
to the point that the person actually does it.
That's a good question. But that is what her statement she probably said. And I don't know if you're following, because I sent you a clip from elsewhere with somebody else from the organization, and he was in pain. He came this close to disassociate the JFJ. Now I'm having a new perspective of the JFJ because his statement said, and I heard that there are members who is not in agreement with Miss Jackson, and that this impression that we have, which I think
Well,
was endorsed by Mrs.
sorry.
Jackson's response to the Prime Minister.
Have you, sorry, can
That
I ask, have you had the opportunity to have a conversation with, with Mrs. Jackson Miller?
you broke up a while ago, but I think you're asking if I've had the opportunity to talk with Miss Jackson.
Ah,
No, sir, I haven't. People like me,
Oh,
those kind of people don't really talk.
oh,
Yeah, even if I tag her on Twitter or whatever, my tweets or whatever they call it go unreplied to and stuff like that. So no, sir, I haven't. But I was
okay.
saying, I was making a point that there are a lot of Jamaicans like myself who are of the opinion that Jamaicans for justice only defend a certain set of people.
Yeah, that line we've
And
been hearing for a long time. Sorry, go ahead.
I think that is wrong. And like I said, I don't remember the name of the gentleman. He's also a lawyer from the JFJ. I heard him on Nationwide the other day, and I'm of a different opinion now because I think, and I've been saying that Jamaica for justice should be all Jamaicans. That is what should be. But the only time we hear them is in certain line of argument which sound like they're only defending one set of people. So if I should call it out, it sounds like I would have to run afoul
Yeah,
of the law before, and like I voiced my opinion the other evening that I've heard even some of your colleagues are pain to point out what is it that the mandate of the JFJ. And if you go and you read, don't tell you that is because it's against the state. So you can't blame people from feeling, especially those who fight political wars, to feel like everything them prime minister or the leader, this person is so against it. I think they either need to
yeah,
change the name or make it known. Just like how the statement is saying, say, justice shouldn't be only done, but it appeared to be done or something
no,
to that effect. You may know
yeah,
that better than I do.
but
But I'm saying if you're keeping the name Jamaica for justice, every Jamaican should feel comfortable when these people open their mouth and say what they say. I'm not even going to attach sentiments to it and emotions to say, just imagine how those relatives of those eight deceased and those who were injured feel when they hear the Prime Minister come out in support for them and say, no,
okay.
whatever was done allegedly, whosoever did it, they have a choice to make. We're going to hunt down every
But
single one of them. And inside of they choose to go in front of judge with their lawyers,
yeah, but
or
why does it
they
have
meet
to
them
go
later.
there? Why? What about having a conversation? What
Pardon?
about having a conversation or a discussion or some other form of intervention? What is all that noise? Sorry.
Why you're going in and out, Sir Derval. I'm clearly hearing you.
And I'm hearing a lot of noise from your end.
I apologize, sir. But go
Mm.
again, you're clear now with your question.
Yes, I'm saying, but at the same time, whatever happened to having a conversation?
Then use any lane to turn left onto Kinnear Road.
The, the GPS needs to be.
And every time you talk, the GPS goes. But go ahead now, sir. I'm
Mm,
hearing you clearly.
yes. No, I'm saying whatever happened to having a conversation or a discussion. If somebody said something that you were not happy with or not satisfied with or whatever happened to having a conversation or a discussion off air, not in the light of media and the general public.
Very good question. But I was of the opinion, and if that was a direct question to me, that your program, you invite your callers to talk whatever is on their mind. It was not something personal between me and Mickel Jackson. The statement was, it's in the media. So I thought that was welcoming for us to have a conversation about it publicly. Like I say, even if I tag her in a tweet, she doesn't even respond. And I'm not saying nothing now that other Jamaicans, as you just rightfully said a while ago, that statement that it seems as if JFJ is not for everybody, only for criminal. I'm not the first person to echo those sentiments. So are you saying that you're not welcoming of my line of conversation this evening, sir?
I'm sorry, why have you gone there now? Because that.
Right. Right,
Who's
that's why
saying
I
that?
don't want to judge, but I was of that opinion when you asked two questions about if I try talking to her, and then the next question was why not have a private conversation with her instead of taking it to the meet? Unless I'm misunderstanding.
No, the point I'm making is do we always have to find ourselves whether intentionally or otherwise to escalate it as opposed to trying to de-escalate and finding other solutions. Are you there?
Yes, I'm listening, and I'm not sure if
Mm,
that's a statement or a question, so
mm,
I'm listening.
yes. No, they what I'm saying, there's a tendency when something happens between two people that somebody wants it to go the distance, to ratchet it up,
Okay.
as opposed to seeking to go in the other direction, which is to de escalate. It shouldn't have to come to that. I mean, we are human beings where we have reasoning ability. Uh, there's there's nothing in having a little conversation, a discussion, etc., as opposed to expressing it in such a way that it results in escalation.
So I like to ask question. My mom said I should be a lawyer. So are you saying what I'm putting to you now is escalating it?
No, I personally am one who, and I don't even want to go there because I don't. Let me leave that alone. Because, but essentially, all I'm saying is, can we, to borrow a line from that terrible incident in Los Angeles, California, some years ago, can we just get along? Why can't we just get along?
Why
Why
can't we
can't
just get
we
along? I
find a
like, I
way?
like, I like, I like your
Hmm?
position, Sir Durvan. But again, like I say, and I asked if I'm allowed, and he said, why did I go there? And I felt comfortable calling and voicing my opinion. And I think when you're in public light, like I heard one of your colleagues, and maybe that is
All
why
right, no,
I,
let's
I
not
feel
bring
so.
another one into the mix. 'Cause we have,
That's why I feel so
mm,
passionate about calling you and talking about this because I heard one of your colleagues last evening at pains pointing out the mandate of the JFJ. And leave the people alone. You can go and form a group if you don't think the police are being mistreated. Go and form a civil group to and defend the police.
yeah,
Your colleague was at pain saying that. So
yeah, but
finally,
that was a suggestion.
right. So finally, this is what I'm saying. Because maybe I've driven around Junction St. Mary to get to a point.
Hold a moment,
So
please.
let me.
Hold on, please. Thanks a lot for staying with us here on both sides of the story, Power 106 FM. Thanks for holding. Yes, so
So
why?
like I say,
Yeah. So it was a what I heard was
I
a suggestion. That's what I heard. I
yes, I
heard
was
a.
making a
Mhm,
suggestion.
mhm.
I think well-thinking Jamaicans who felt offended by her statement because, like I was saying a while ago, I think that office is a public office to represent the public. I'm calling on Miss Mickel Jackson to step aside, and we need somebody that, when they talk on behalf of the JFJ, I can feel comfortable to say yes. This organization represents me and not only criminals.
No, we don't know about that. About an organization encouraging or empowering criminals. That's not what that kind of advocacy is about.
Okay.
So
So before I go, I made a statement and you said yes, that have been said of the JFJ for years. What is exactly where you're alluding to?
in reference to to constantly saying that the association or the organization, which is Jamaicans for Justice, um, is supporting so-called criminals, etc.
Right. Good. And I agree. And that is what I'm saying. And I want it to be clear. I don't want to leave this conversation open for not any misconception. I am saying I want whosoever represent that organization, whenever they open their mouth, sorry, I don't get an impression like they're doing exactly what they're been accused of all these years of. Because I heard, so I don't remember his titles, I don't want to say, and it was another radio station. I heard him, and I did not get that impression. I got the impression like, yes, this is a group that maybe even one day I end up volunteering for to say I want to be a part of this
Mhm.
organization. So that's all I'm saying, sir.
Yes.
I want all the representatives to have that about them. When they open their mouths, nobody can even accuse them wrongfully of saying they're only supporting criminals. Thank you very much for your time, Sir Dervan, and continue doing the job you're doing.
Thanks for the call. All the best. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website. Go